And Memphis police have said repeatedly they're catching teenagers committing crimes, and these teens are wearing ankle monitors in the process. So the WREG investigators started digging for answers to see what's really going on.
WREG Chief Investigator Jessica Gertler shows you the stack of reports she found and why some say it's proof the system needs work.
I remember, you have those moments when you feel that odd feeling like something's not right, but you don't quite know what it is immediately.
It took a second for Michael Phillips to figure it out.
And then I realized, I was like, wait a second, there's no car in our driveway.
Someone stole his Hyundai Tucson.
So I called it into the police as soon as that happened.
Hours later, on that Monday in January, Phillips' vehicle was spotted on Madison Avenue with a group of teenagers inside.
There were several that were 13.
Police say the teens tried to steal another car and got into a crash. 8 teens were taken into custody on charges including theft and evading arrest. That's not all. Police say one of the teens had an ankle monitor on probation for carjacking. Shelby County Juvenile Court says ankle monitors are assigned when a child is charged with a violent act. The child could be waiting on their day in court, or it's part of post-adjudication, meaning part of their sentence. Through the Tennessee Public Records Act, WREG investigators uncovered nearly 50 Memphis police reports in a 4-month period. Officers say they involve at least one child wearing an ankle monitor. A third are reports of the child running away. But the other reports connect the child with an ankle monitor to something more serious, like a shooting, carjacking, or robbery. One report states an ankle monitor pinged at an apartment the teen shouldn't be at, where police say he and 5 other kids took several appliances. This report says another kid wearing an ankle monitor due to charges from robbery and gun possession broke into a home and stole a purse. 16 reports were for vehicle theft. Some involved the same child. Like when police say in January, a teen wearing an ankle monitor
broke the window out,
stole Dorian Berry's Kia.
That's how they initially got in.
Days before, police say they caught that same kid and his buddy, both wearing ankle monitors inside a stolen vehicle.
So it's like, how can you be out here causing all this havoc at 2, 3 o'clock in the morning? You're not accountable for being somewhere?
After taking office, Shelby County Juvenile Court Judge Tarek Sugarman told us he added stricter compliance orders for ankle monitors and stated he had 5 to 11 staffers, depending on the time of day, monitoring them 24/7. We asked for another interview to talk about the reports we found and whether improvements need to be made. His staff sent a statement saying, in part, judges must honor court rules that prohibit commenting publicly on matters pending before the court.
Well, that's a large number.
Memphis Mayor Jim Strickland, however, had something to say about the reports.
Well, it confirms what Memphis police officers have been telling me and that I've been trying to tell the public is that they're so tired of arresting the same people, juveniles in particular, over and over and over for these same crimes.
Strickland says he met with Judge Sugarman about his concerns.
Any change or resolution coming?
I don't know. I just think we have different philosophies, and he's the elected juvenile court judge, so he gets to make the final call.
Juvenile court states as of July 7th, they were electronically monitoring 73 juveniles post-adjudication. That's nearly 3 times the amount compared to the same time in 2021 and in 2022. They didn't have a recidivism rate for the kids being electronically monitored. But what we do know, Judge Sugarman and his team went before the county commission in June. That meeting only recorded on audio.
Our work must be guided by proven principles that result in positive youth development to ensure our efforts are restorative, that are developmentally appropriate, culturally competent, and trauma-informed.
They asked for an additional $4.6 million to fund 40 new positions at juvenile court. Half would work with delinquent youth to combat an increase in workloads and provide more one-on-one support. Right now, when a child gets an ankle monitor as part of their sentence, staff says there are approximately 9 counselors that may case manage and monitor progress. They also stated when ankle monitors are required, they work best in concert with a full array of positive youth justice services, which is what they're trying to do. As of now, the additional funding hasn't been approved.
It was a huge inconvenience. Obviously, it was dangerous to a lot of different people.
Phillips still grapples with that day.
But at the same time, the kids.
He says poverty, social media, lack of investment in neighborhoods, all issues part of the bigger problem. Like so many, he He just wants a safe community.
The question is, how do we create an environment where people are able to create that for themselves?
Jessica Gertler, WREG, News Channel 3.
We're looking for solutions on this one, and Mayor Strickland says he worked with juvenile court and local law enforcement to apply for a $6 million state grant to fund more intervention programs for children on the wrong path. The governor's office is working to get us an update on that application.